What's your name? Ma'am? What's your name?
My name?
Your name? Emily? Emily what? Okay. Why are they saying this isn't coming up? What's going on?
I have no idea.
What is in our system, Kimberly Harrison, and the ID itself, the Emily, which matching the card.
Okay.
And completely different address,
Okay.
and the ID is look weird.
So can I leave?
Nope.
Because I have like,
You can't. You're being detained right now.
On May 7th, 2025, Boca Raton police responded to a Florida pawn shop after an employee flagged a customer attempting to buy a $12,300 Rolex using mismatched ID and credit card. This case demonstrates precise application of Fourth and Fifth Amendment standards under Florida law. Let's break down what the law required at each stage.
What's your name? Ma'am? What's your name?
My name?
Your name? Emily? Emily what? And this is your driver's license? All right. Is the address on it correct? And what is that address?
It's the address upstairs.
Okay. Why are they saying this isn't coming up?
On May 7th, 2025, Boca Raton police responded to a pawn shop where a woman attempted to purchase a $12,000 Rolex using fraudulent identification and a credit card in someone else's name.
Did you guys call?
Yeah, we did. So she's trying to scam us with credit fake ID and credit card.
How?
What do you got? What's going on?
I don't have nothing. It's the card.
35 and 25 with all parties. What card do you have? Like, why do they think it's...
American Express and driver license. When I scanned it, it came out with different name and address.
All right, let me take a look. What's your name? Ma'am? What's your name?
My name?
Your name? Emily? Emily what? And this is your driver's license? All right. Is the address on it correct? And what is that address?
It's the address upstairs.
Okay. Why are they saying this isn't coming up? What's going on?
I have no idea.
Okay. What's your date of birth? Okay. Do you have any other driver's license in any other states?
No.
Alright, just give me a moment to try to figure out what's going on, okay?
Okay.
Alright.
So can I leave?
Nope.
Because I have like,
No, you can't. You're
Uber.
being detained right now.
Okay, well I have an Uber waiting for me outside.
Okay, you're being detained right now.
What does that mean?
That means you are not free to go anywhere. Okay? 35 clear too?
Can I talk to you guys? You good for a second?
Can you run me a Connecticut DL?
Hey, how's it going, guys? So what's going on? Yeah.
So she came in with a plan to purchase a Rolex watch, and she tried to use a fake ID and the credit card name matching to fake ID. When I scanned the ID, came out different name and address in my system, so I figured she is trying to scam us. I think she's working with somebody. She texting to some. Maybe she had like a boss on top of her.
Did you give the IDs back
I gave
to?
it to police officer.
Okay, give it to them. Okay, so what was she? How much was she supposed to be purchasing
It
this
was
one?
12,300 total purchase of the Rolex watch.
So she came in for 12,300. What kind of Rolex was
It's
it?
a Rolex Submariner.
What was it?
A Rolex Submariner.
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 Okay. And then she presented you. What kind of ID was it?
It's a. Don't remember, but you're.
Okay, I'll take a look at it. You don't know what state it was out of, anything like that. But you said it looked like her, but when you ran it,
Looks
the
like
address
her.
was different.
Address and name was different. When I scanned it,
Okay.
barcode on the back.
Okay. All right, let me go take a look at it. Yep.
So, for example, what is in our system, Kimberly Harrison, and the ID itself, the Emily, which matching the card.
Okay.
And completely different address, and the ID is look weird.
Okay, let me take a look at it. Was this the watch that she was supposed to be buying here?
This one.
That one? Okay. Ma'am, can you stay off your phone, please?
Okay, well, I'm letting somebody know the situation.
What's that?
I'm letting somebody know the situation.
What's the situation though?
The situation.
What's that?
Cops.
Cops what?
I don't know.
I told her she's detained right now. The DL's not coming back as anything.
Okay. So, ma'am, stay off your phone, okay? All right? I need you to just have a seat over here, and I need to read something to you before we talk to you, okay? Okay, these are your rights. You speak English fully and understand it? Okay, you have the right to remain silent. Anything you say can and will be used against you in the court of law. You have the right to talk to a lawyer and have him or her present while you are being questioned. If you cannot afford to hire a lawyer, one will be appointed to represent you before any questions if you wish. You can decide at any time to exercise these rights and not answer any questions. You understand that? Okay, so what's going on?
Nothing. I'm here to buy a watch.
Okay. So you came in to buy the Rolex watch?
Yeah, that's it.
Okay.
I mean, so what's the process? Like, are you guys gonna like? Tell
So
me
you're being
what
detained right now
does
because
that mean?
you're not free to leave.
So am I going to jail?
That's the process we're going through. That's why I'm asking you questions so I can figure out what's going on because I can't just come into a situation and arrest you, right?
Right.
Okay. So, can I see those? Okay, so you came in and you presented these two things to them, correct?
Yeah.
Okay. Do you have any documentation that has your right information on it?
No.
Okay. And who is this on the driver's license?
That's me.
This is you?
That's
Okay. And this is the only ID that you have?
Back on main. We got someone with a fingerprint scanner.
Yeah.
Alpha 35. Can you start someone this way who's got a fingerprint scanner, please?
So you're telling me that your name is Emily Roman?
I'm not saying anything.
Okay.
There's nobody that name or date of birth.
What's your date of birth?
I'm like,
Okay. So you understand how this is becoming a suspicious at this point because you don't even know what your date of birth is?
5/20/1997.
Okay. And what is your name and your address? Came back with okay?
Nothing.
There.
Oh yeah, I was gonna say it's.
Try to purchase anything?
Yes.
Okay, and when you ran it, what happened?
I didn't run the card. I realized that it's not. When I did scan, we got this feature using a barcode on the ID. This-
And it came up with that name that you showed me, right?
Yeah. That's it. After this, I understood already. This is here.
I'm sorry, I just need to take a look. All right, thank you. Can you just leave that up in case I just need it one more time?
Sure.
All right. All right, thank you.
Yeah, fingerprint scanner coming.
Are you all right, ma'am. So is that the story you're sticking with? That this is your real ID, this is your real name, this is your real date of birth? Yes?
I actually don't have nothing else to say.
You don't have nothing else to say?
No.
Okay. All right, just hold that for a second. Stand up for me for a second. You're just being detained as of right now. I'm just gonna put you in handcuffs, okay? All right, just have a seat for a second until the other officer gets here, okay? Can you get for a second, supervisor? I can look at that other ID that they have.
I am.
I'll be right back.
I'll be right here.
The initial detention was grounded in Terry v. Ohio, 392 U.S. 1, 1968. Officers may conduct an investigative stop on reasonable, articulable suspicion of criminal activity, a standard deliberately set below probable cause. The employee reported that the driver's license barcode returned a different name and address than the physical card. Under the Real ID Act, barcode data must exactly match printed information. Any discrepancy is objective evidence of document fraud. That alone satisfied the Terry standard. Florida Statute 901.151, the stop and frisk law, mirrors this framework. Detention requires only reasonable suspicion. Formal arrest requires probable cause. These are legally distinct thresholds, and the officer maintained that distinction precisely. When the subject asked to leave, the officer clearly stated she was detained. Under Florida v. Bostick 501 U.S. 429, 1991, courts assess whether a reasonable person would have understood they were not free to leave. Explicit articulation removes that ambiguity from the legal record. Before resuming questioning, the officer read a full Miranda advisement. Under Miranda v. Arizona 384 U.S. 436, 1966, warnings are required before custodial interrogation. However, under Berkemer v. McCarty 468 U.S. 4/20/1984, Miranda is only required upon formal custodial arrest, not during investigative detention. The officer was not legally obligated to read Miranda at this stage, but doing so was tactically sound. Once warnings are given and the subject continues speaking, all subsequent statements are admissible, closing off future suppression arguments about voluntariness. The subject confirmed the fraudulent identity as her own, then invoked her right to remain silent. Under Davis v. United States 512 U.S. 452, 1994, once silence is clearly invoked, all interrogation must cease immediately. The officer complied constitutionally required, correctly executed. The Fifth Amendment protects only against compelled testimonial evidence, not physical evidence such as fingerprints or DNA. Non-testimonial identification via mobile fingerprinting continued lawfully after the invocation of silence. Silence ends the interrogation, not the investigation.
Tonight.
50-50.
Hey, are you Uber by any chance?
Yes.
Who are you waiting for? What's her name? Long dark hair?
Oh, the girl?
Yeah.
Yeah, Lena.
Okay, what's the name you have for her?
Oh.
Here, write it down. Oh, Lena, do you have like her first and last name or her?
Take a look at the 1017 and 42 zone.
Yeah, who is she? Yeah, give me all the info you have if you don't mind. Lena A. Where'd she come from? Where'd you pick her up at? Which one? Oh, you're just picking her up.
Yeah.
Okay.
There's some problem?
Yeah, she's not going to be coming with you. She'll be coming with us. All right, so I don't know how you'd go about that fare. But do you have any other information on her phone number or anything?
Well, actually, it's just...
Okay, so when you text her, you don't get any of that, like phone or anything?
So I text her that she told me that just call me some let's go to this,
Okay, but it didn't have the phone number?
No.
Okay.
Phone number is just the number, just...
Lena A. All right, get out of here. Go pick up some more fares. Make some more money. All right, thank you. Talk to your Uber guy. Do you have your information? You want to verify it, or you want to play this game?
I just said I don't have nothing.
You never use it just because this name.
Okay, just because, I mean, that's her name.
Lena? That's the name on the Uber? I mean, like I said, you already have I'm not going to ask you any more questions because you already said you wanted to exercise your rights, but I'm just saying you already have a fraudulent ID here, so it's already going to be an arrest.
Probably the credit card, too.
Yeah, I'm just not telling her this is the start of it. And then when the fingerprint scanner gets here and they fingerprint you, we'll figure out who you are and then we'll go from there, okay? Is that a legit Uber driver?
Yeah, he gave me the, like,
45.
thanks for coming through.
Yeah, go for sunrise. It took me a little while.
Oh, jeez. You're the only one.
I hope so. You ever been arrested before?
She doesn't want to talk.
I don't want to have personal questions.
I think that's a guess.
Usually is.
It's pretty likely.
Is it Lena? I got it. There was an Uber outside waiting for her. He said her name was Lena.
I got it. She has a guess. Who do we got for the first name?
Helena Arenciba is her last name.
Lena A. I got it.
Sound about right? Does it come back with a Florida ID?
Arrested for battery by Lakeshore. She lives in Lake Clark, Forest Hill.
This one still tattoo on her stomach.
You have like a DL number?
Nose, pierced back, tattoo left hand.
I don't know which way left is. No, that's right. No, that's left. Yeah.
Is there a picture, DL number?
No, there isn't gonna be a picture. At least now I can access. But
Do you have a DL number?
yes, the scars marked tattoos. Yeah, I got her social. Birthday.
All right, go with spell the first name for me.
Search.
Alpha Lima.
Just one second.
Alpha Lima, India November Alpha.
Alpha Lima,
India November Alpha.
middle initial,
None.
last name.
Alpha Romeo, Echo November, Charlie India, Bravo India, Alpha.
You're going too fast. I'm not dispatcher. Go ahead again.
ARENCIBIA.
Date of birth. And our DL number.
27 years old. She's a Florida State ID. I don't know. Doesn't
Does
show.
that have her social?
I can give her a state ID. I don't know if that means DL or not. It's gonna be FL.
Oh, it's gonna be her like the thing where they look up the warrant.
Booking number.
One more time with that. FL0. All right, let me go look it up real quick. See if I can find something. A picture for her.
And she's history North Carolina.
And what is her current address on there? Does it have one?
Forest Hill Boulevard on Clare County.
Let's say actual. Hold on.
All right, let me go try to find a picture of her. So do you have anything on you that's going to poke us, stick us, or anything like that that we need to know about?
No.
You are under arrest. Stand up.
Step over here. Yeah.
He's now on 32nd, so I don't know if Alpha 31st.
Street. Square. Thank you.
Did the lobby closet get handled or did that need to be reassigned?
Okay, did you have jewelry on beside your nose ring?
No.
Earrings? Other piercings? Anything else? No other piercings?
Do you want to get those piercings out at the in booking?
Yeah. I'll look that up there. Back down there.
Probably has her ID in there now. On the back of her phone.
Probably in the back of the phone.
I'll grab this up since you're taking out. All right, thank you.
Thank you very much.
The Constitution was present at this scene. The question is who understood it. An Uber driver outside voluntarily identified the subject as Lena, not Emily, the name on the fraudulent ID. Voluntary third-party statements carry no privilege. This constituted independent corroboration of identity fraud and added to the totality of probable cause evidence. Fingerprint identification confirmed the subject as Alina Arancibia, 27, of Lake Worth, Florida. The cumulative evidence, fraudulent ID, mismatched credit card, false post-Miranda statements, third-party name discrepancy, and biometric confirmation crossed the probable cause threshold. The officer then made a formal arrest. 3 criminal counts apply under Florida law. First, Florida Statute 817.621 fraudulent use of credit cards, a third-degree felony carrying up to 5 years. The statute requires knowing, unauthorized use of another's credit card with intent to defraud. All 3 elements are established by physical evidence. Second, Florida Statute 322.21, fraudulent use or possession of identification documents, also a third-degree felony with identical penalties. The barcode to card discrepancy is technological proof of document fraud. No additional witness testimony is required to establish this element. Third, Florida Statute 901.3-6, providing false identification to law enforcement, a first-degree misdemeanor carrying up to 1 year. This charge was entirely self-inflicted. After Miranda advisement, the subject provided the name Emily and evasive answers about her date of birth, admissible as consciousness of guilt and an independent count that need not have existed. Combined, the 3 charges expose the subject to a maximum of 11 years, imprisonment, 2 third-degree felonies, plus 1 first-degree misdemeanor. The misdemeanor alone, fully avoidable with immediate invocation of Fifth Amendment rights, added 12 months to that ceiling. The Boca Raton officer receives an A-. His constitutional application was precise, correct detention standard, lawful Miranda administration, immediate compliance with invocation of rights, and exemplary use of fingerprint identification. The minor deduction reflects early Miranda delivery during the detention phase. While fully permissible, it introduces theoretical suppression arguments a defense attorney could raise. The risk is minimal, but present. The subject, Alina Arancibia, receives a D+. The fraud was premeditated, fabricated ID, matching fraudulent credit card, and at least 3 distinct identities in a single incident. She compounded her exposure at every stage. Immediate invocation of Fifth Amendment rights would have limited liability to 2 felony charges supported by physical evidence. Instead, she provided false names, false biographical data, and confirmatory statements, all admissible, all damaging, all avoidable. The D+ reflects her sole correct decision, nonviolent compliance, which prevented resisting arrest charges. 3 lessons apply broadly from this case. First, barcode verification makes fraudulent identification increasingly detectable. Any discrepancy between encoded and printed data is objective, court-ready evidence of document fraud, no expert witness required. Second, providing false information during a lawful detention never improves your legal position. Every false statement becomes admissible evidence of consciousness of guilt and creates independent criminal liability. The Fifth Amendment right to silence exists precisely to prevent this outcome. Use it immediately, not after the damage is done. Third, understand the distinction between detention and arrest. Detention requires only reasonable suspicion and is temporary. Arrest requires probable cause and initiates formal criminal proceedings. Knowing where you stand determines what constitutional protections apply. The Terry standard is low, a barcode mismatch was sufficient here. Let us know what interaction or legal topic you'd like us to cover in the comments below. Thank you for watching, and subscribe for more content on police court interactions.